What is good? We're back with the Madden 07 Titans franchise, and we're playing the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. They're not the same Chiefs that we saw at the beginning when we started this series. They do have Ben at quarterback now, so that's interesting enough in itself. And they have Chester Taylor at running back, as Larry Johnson has since departed to the Minnesota Vikings. Kyle Jones, this guy looks like they drafted maybe last year. He's their best receiver. Sammy Parker's their wide receiver, too, at 79 overall. They still have a pretty solid offensive line. They did bring over Sean Andrews. He's down for the year, though. Olivier came from the Chargers. Jared Allen's banged up, so that helps us out a little bit as well. So, yeah, not the same Chiefs team. They do have Derek Johnson still. London Fletcher is there. He's on the last year of his deal, and he's getting up there in age. Will Allen came over from the Dolphins. They have Brian Kelly, who used to be a Buccaneer, and then Randall Gay used to be a Patriot. He's over there. So, yeah. And then here's some stats at the halfway point. Lendale White has 391 rushing yards. He's on pace to get just under 800, or 8 games through. Drew Bennett having a really good year. He's on pace to have a record year. In terms of what we've done, I don't know about his career year. He had a career year. I think it was 2003. Was that the year Steve McNair won co-MVP? He was pretty good there. So I'm just looking at kind of where we're at production-wise. McKenzie's production's gone down a little bit, but I'm not concerned. You know, I think with trading David Givens, everybody's targets will go up. So, yeah, we can kind of spread the ball around. I mean, Drew Bennett will get his, of course, because he's our best receiver. But we can kind of spread that ball around. I think we're going to start We already were approaching, but now we are going to adopt a running back by committee type of rotation, I think. Because nobody's been the true number one back. Because this guy, man, he just torched us, took it all the way back, opening kickoff for a touchdown. That's not good. Oh, my gosh. I mean, he got a nice block there on Michael Bully. I thought Bully was going to make the tackle, and then there was a big lane. So Pac-Man Jones is going to try to match that, and nope. We didn't get a block. Chris Wilson, what are you doing, man? We need to get that block, bro. And then Lendale White, he gets shut down right here. Second down, we're already behind in the chains, so we got to look to throw. Vince Young rolling to his right, and he tries to go to Brandon Jones. That's knocked away. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12. Vince Young in. He's going to get it away to Tim Carter, and Carter uses his speed to get the first down and more, and then he's knocked out of bounds right there. So now we put in Chris Brown. Each of the 3 backs have already played in this game. Like I said, running back by committee doesn't mean everybody's going to play on the same drive. It's just that we are going to rotate everybody in. There will be no feature back. That's what we're kind of moving towards. As you saw, Chris Brown got a couple carries, and right there, Drew Bennett gets a nice reception. Chris Brown gets another carry. 2nd down and 7. We're going to roll out. Vince Young looking. Troops wide open. We see him a little bit late, but better late than never. 1st down and more, and he throws a defensive back off of him. Told him, get off me. Chris Brown with another solid gain right there. 2nd down now. Vince Young looking to throw. He's rolling to his left. He kind of stops, and I don't know how that pass got through, but it did, and Hobbs gets hurt on the play, making the tackle. I mean, I thought he was going to try to run. And then right here, Carter, we try to get him in the end zone. It doesn't work. 2nd down and goal. We give it to Chris Brown. He does get in. Touchdown, Titans. So there we go. And now Wells is hurt. Guy who takes the opening kick back. Ben is hit as he lets that go. His first pass, because remember, they haven't had the ball yet, and that's picked off by Chris Hope. And Chris Hope, he had to go down and get that one. That was a low ball. Lendale White gets a handoff right there. 2nd down and 4. Hobbs is going to be out for a little bit. Lendale White gets another handoff inside the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown. He earned that touchdown. Lendale White does not want to get knocked out of the rotation. He's trying to prove to me that he is still the starting running back. And, you know, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I mean, I never said I'm not going to play him. I just said he's not going to be the workhorse feature back, because he had some good games, but you got to consistently do it, you know. You can't just have 2-3 good games and then not have, you know, big games. So right there, they're going to pick up the 1st down. Hit stick by Sean Taylor. Derek Blaylock coughs up the football, but the Chiefs recover. 2nd down now. Handoff is to Chester Taylor, and that's stopped at the line. 3rd and 7. Big Ben looking to throw. Sets up the screen to Jones. and we can't get him down, but he loses the football, and it gets knocked out of bounds, and it'll be a first down for Kansas City because he was already past that first down marker when he fumbled before the ball went out of bounds. So, second down after that play, Ben's going to take a shot deep, and that's Wells again. So Wells has a deep ball touchdown in the offensive game, and then on top of that, he had a kick return touchdown. So play action, Vince Young looking to throw. He's rolling to his right. Brandon Marshall gets open. If he threw it more to the sideline, that's a big explosive play, maybe even a touchdown. It is what it is. That's all right. We're learning. We're still developing. It's all good. As Vince Young runs and gets the first down there, we'll figure it out. Lendale White, he's going to probably get about 4 or 5 yards right there. Second down, Vince Young looking to throw. Gets it to Fleming. Fleming turns upfield. And that's going to be a solid game for him before he's knocked out of bounds. That should have been a late hit. He was well out of bounds when that guy tackled him. Lendale White getting a few yards. He's running tough today. I'll give him that. Second down and 7. Taking a shot to McKenzie, and we got him. And Big Al has got us in the red zone. So first down, we do customized Troop's route play action. Vince Young steps up in the pocket, and what a catch in traffic by Ben Troop. Oh my gosh, that was an over-the-shoulder catch. That was a dangerous throw. I was hoping to get him the ball a little bit sooner, but we got to him late, but it still got there, and nice play. And then Wells right here on the kickoff return. Barones makes the tackle. He might have taken that one back too. This is crazy. We might have to stop kicking to this guy. This is ridiculous. And then Ben, he's looking for his receiver, trying to take a shot early, and Pac-Man Jones knocks it away. Chester Taylor right there, so it's going to be 3rd and 7. Big Ben looking to throw. He's going to take a shot down the right side of the field, and that's incomplete. So we get pinned pretty deep. Vince Young looking to throw. He's going to find Courtney Roby, who drops it. Got to have the football before you run with it, bro. And then Carter on the run right there. He's going to get us close to that marker. Their free safety is banged up. I don't even want to try to pronounce his name. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I might mess it up. Vince Young rolling. He's going to find Brandon Marshall on the deep dig, who brings it in. Wow, what a play by Vince Young. Carafel, we'll just say Carafel. And he's out for the rest of the game. So there we go. Vince Young looking to throw. I was hoping Brandon Marshall ran the circus route, excuse me. So we take a shot deep anyway, and then almost gets picked off. But we tried. We tried to get you the ball, man. He's got to be on the same page. And I know he's learning. This is his first time being, permanent out there, outside receiver. So, it's a process. Right here we find Ben Troop on the little glance route. We'll take that. He's having himself a little bit of a day, 42 receiving yards already. So we're going to send Drew Bennett deep, and we're going to take a shot deep, and we are unable to convert. Second down right there, McKenzie gets blown up, and that play was just doomed. It is what it is. Vince Young's going to find Ben Troop in the window. First down right there. There we go. Stretch play to Lendale White. He gets 3. Second and 7, Chris Brown gets the handoff, and he's going to get north to south, and that's going to be a first down. Vince Young looking to throw. Rolls to his right. Finds Brandon Marshall coming back to the football. Touchdown, Titans. Way to go, man. There we go. See, we're working it out. We're working on it. I mean, he's on that. Realizes his quarterback's in trouble. Finds a spot to settle down in the scramble drill and gets a touchdown out of it. Love it. And Chiefs fans aren't very happy about it. And then, believe it or not, I thought we were going into the half. We actually stopped them. They threw twice or something like that, or took timeouts, something along the lines of that. Whatever it was, they gave us the opportunity to get the ball back. And then Brandon Jones gets us just on the edge of Barones' range. Vince Young looking for Brandon Marshall again. He's got him inside the 10. Brandon Marshall, if he didn't step out of bounds, that's a touchdown. But the very next play, Vince Young's going to make it right. Sit route, bunch formation, touchdown, Titans. So Brandon Marshall with 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the first half. And so they're still running out. And Chester Taylor, man, if Sean Taylor misses that tackle on Chester Taylor, that's a touchdown. So 14 and 19 in the first half. Lendale White, 3.5 per carry. Chris Brown, 4 a carry. I didn't quite see Carter's, but everybody's getting involved, and I kind of like the way our offense is flowing with this rotation, so I like it. Brandon Marshall, 5 catches for 76 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Brandon Marshall has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. So we get a kickoff return with Pac-Man. Lendale White, he's getting decent gains. I mean, hey, it's keeping us ahead of the chains. That's really what matters. He catches the ball. I mean, he's been dropping the ball lately in the rain, and it's yet another rain game. Can you guys believe that? Why we keep getting rain games? But he caught that one there. That's what matters. at least for this game. We find Drew Bennett right here. If we got him the ball a little bit sooner or let him, maybe a different result. Right here, Ben Troop wide open. We have to switch the vision cone to him. Vince Young gets hit as he lets it go. Troop's able to come back to the ball. If we are able to get the ball off sooner, it's a touchdown. But, you know, I don't know what the heck happened, but yeah, Troop had to come back to the ball. If he doesn't have to come back to the ball and Vince Young can make a regular throw, he's, you know, and whatnot, he's scoring 100%. And then right there, we tried to take a shot to McKenzie. Vince Young's a little banged up, so Jermaine Foster is going to come in for the time being. We're going to hand it off to Chris Brown, though, right here. And that's another solid game for Chris Brown. So it's going to be 3rd and short. We give it to Chris Brown. Again, that's a first down right there. So we're just handing the ball off to Chris Brown. We tried to run stretch, and they were on that. 2nd down, we are going to have Foster throw. I don't know how that got through, but it did. And what an adjustment from Ben Troop to make that catch. I'm not saying that it was a bad throw by Foster, but it was an adjustment. And then right there, we find Troop in the end zone. Touchdown. So there we go. We got this former #1 pick. You know, I guess this game's version of what was Jamarcus Russell, and we fixed him. So there we go. So first down right there, Chester Taylor breaks the tackle, and Sean Taylor's able to make the tackle. 2nd down now, Big Ben looking left side. That's caught by Jones. So now the Chiefs have the ball in our territory. Chester Taylor is brought down behind the line. I think that's David Thornton. 2nd down, Big Ben looking to throw. He runs a Hail Mary, and he's going to throw it. And we're sitting there, and we're just unable to bring it in, but we should have picked that pass off. And Ben hurt his hand in the process. 3rd down now, play action. They're back up Curry, and he finds Chester Taylor. And Chester Taylor, he's going to be brought down just short of the first down marker. I love that effort by Kyle Vandenbosch. You know, obviously he missed them, but just seeing your defensive end trying to run down running backs, you know, tells you we got the energy. We're bringing energy. We got the right guys in the building on defense. You know, if we're trying to chase down running backs as big defensive ends. As obviously Blaylock converted that 4th down, and right there, incompletion, setting up 3rd and 5. And I don't know why he threw that, but Sean Taylor picks it off, read him like a book. Should have thrown the check down or the screen, whatever it was they were trying to set up. Lendo White, nothing there. 2nd and 11. Jermaine Foster still in the game. He's going to take a shot to Brandon Marshall. That's knocked away. 3rd down now, handoff is to Tim Carter. And Tim Carter, he's going to be brought down just short of the marker. As crazy it is, we're going for it. We literally got on the ball, ran no huddle, ran the same play. They didn't even adjust to stop it, and we get the first down, and Stevens is banged up. So stretch play to Lendale White. That's not going to work. 2nd down now. Jermaine Foster looking to throw. He's going to find Drew Bennett, and that's going to be a first down. Hand off to Lendale White. That's shut down right there. So it's going to be 2nd and 13, play action. Foster looking, rolling to his right. He's going to dump it to Ben Troop. That gets a couple yards. So it's going to be 3rd down now. We run a stretch. And there goes Tim Carter. And Tim Carter into the Chiefs territory. Almost popped that one for a touchdown. So close. We put in Chris Brown now. He gets a solid gain. Also, I want to note, I can't remember if Vince Young was done for the game or if he was going to come back in a quarter or two and we just decided to roll with Foster. But it's going to be Foster's show for the rest of the game at quarterback. So Jermaine Foster is getting some good time right here. Chris Wilson brings that in, the former Kansas City Chief. And then first down right here, Chris Brown on the stretch play, spins upfield. He's down to the 1. Get this guy in the end zone. 2nd and goal, Chris Brown into the end zone, his 2nd touchdown of the day. Chris Brown revival, ladies and gentlemen. And then right here, they cough up the ball. That's Wells, and that's a touchdown. Look at Champ Bailey. He's giving Wells a hard time, although Wells kind of did bomb us. I don't know. No, he bombed Dre Bly, I think it was. Dre Bly was guarding him. That's who he bombed. But, yeah, no, Champ Bailey's giving him a hard time talking trash. That's hilarious. And then Pac-Man right here with the pick. I thought the game was over. Pac-Man makes a pick. So we get the ball back, and then Chris Brown right here on the stretch spins upfield, makes a guy miss. So we're going to score again, and I don't know what it is. Kansas City's not stopping us. That's another touchdown for Lendale White. So there we go. So Jermaine Foster threw 6 passes. Chris Brown and Lendale White both have 2 touchdowns. Tim Carter had 54 yards. He chipped it himself. Like, that's a true running back by committee game. I mean, Carter had significantly less carries, but he had an explosive carry, and whatever, it worked. Our offense worked. We scored 63 points. Like, that's a lot of points, guys. You know, so the offense was rolling. I mean, Lee Wells was probably their lone star today. I mean, he had the kick return touchdown, the deep ball touchdown. Troop and Marshall had big games too. So, yeah, I kind of liked what this offense was doing. I mean, I don't know if we'll score 63 points again, but the way this offense was rolling today, I like it. So, I think that we're going to do that going forward. I think our next game is actually against the Raiders, and Chris Brown we had traded him to the Raiders. So, yeah, he's going to start next game against the Raiders. So, that's all I got for y'all. And, yeah, see y'all for the next video. I'm out.